Alright, it is Wednesday, November 7th, 2018 at 3:05 p.m. Let's take a look at some pictures and then some UFO content. Here we go with some pictures that I took today outside while I was walking my dog. See here the sun, super white and bright. Some more of that. And then here you see some trails of cloud being sprayed by airplanes in front of the sun. There's another picture of it. And here in this one, it's a little bit weird that there's this little stripe right above that picture. I don't know if that's a UFO or if it's just another contrail being put in front of the sun, because they usually heavy spray sometimes around here in North Carolina. Alright, let's take a look. More pictures here, more contrails in front of the sun. Well, they basically just spray surrounding the sun, and you see here haze in the sky close to the sun. It just like turns into this hazy clouds that softly surround the sun, and it kind of makes everything look even more blinding when you look at the sun. Here's one of the contrails from a plane that was happening right above me as it passed right above me. And here you see two more contrails and then one under the sun. And here's the last picture I took. You see two contrails crisscrossing each other, one being sprayed at the moment close to the trees, and then another one kind of falling apart close to the sun. Usually on beautiful days, when I walk my dog in the beginning, it's beautifully clear, there's no trails, and then either soon after when I start going out or like 30 minutes after I go out, it just starts getting hazier because the closer it gets to sunset time is when these haze and trails start appearing. For some reason they want to block either the sunset or they just want to make it difficult to see what's happening with the sun. Alright, now let's take a look at some UFO stuff. Mufon, Mutual UFO Network. Head out to Mufon and look up interesting articles and live reports of UFOs. They have interesting things as the UFO stalker. Here you see a sighting happen today in Liminka in Europe. And you see the UFO sighting bright light shape of an oval. There's fireball, lights, and sound as the tag for it. So they have these interesting app and information ideas. There's 82 sightings in the last week, 467 sightings in the last month, 5,661 sightings last year, and 91,337 sightings with this app. Alright, quite interesting. Let's take a look at some Mufon reports. 5 UFOs reported hovering low over Colorado town. A Colorado witness at Colorado Springs reported watching 5 low-flying objects hover and move around their home for more than an hour, according to testimony case 92568 from the Mutual UFO Network Witness Reporting Database. The incident began around 10:30 p.m. on June 7, 2018. My daughter and I went outside to smoke a cigarette, and we like to look at the night sky anyway. The reporting witness stated, "We have seen objects in the sky off and off for months now anyway." The two were standing at the back door when they looked to their right and noticed a large and brighter light hovering object over the treetops across the street, and then another one that was not as bright higher and to the right of the first. Alright, that's pretty interesting, seeing lights when you're going out and into the night. Alright, also, Mississippi witness report low-flying cylinder UFO. A Mississippi witness at Panola County reported watching a cylinder-shaped object hovering over a local church that seemed to cause nausea, according to a testimony in case 92469 from the Mutual UFO Network. The event occurred at 6:45 a.m. on June 3, 2018. I was heading to pick up my girlfriend from work, the witness stated. I was I was talking on the way back through town to avoid some red lights. On my way, I passed by a church. I saw it in the sky above the church, and thought it was my eyes at first because it was early in the morning. But I stopped at the nearby stop sign and looked back to make sure it wasn't my eyes, and it was still there hovering above the church. The witness described the movement of the object. It's slightly shifted to the one side, then shot straight up with more speed than anything I've ever seen. There was cloud cover, but it made no disturbance in the clouds and it vanished into them afterwards. The witness experienced an illness following the event. I've been having unusual ringing in my ears and sickness to my stomach. That is quite interesting that there's side effects from seeing UFOs. I know that there's been side effects before in different reports, from radiation sickness to the hair falling out and burns in the skin if you get too close to a UFO. Alright, UFO shuts off vehicle electronics. A New York witness at Springville reported driving away from a hovering saucer-like flying object as the vehicle's radio cut out. According to testimony in case 92447, the Mutual UFO Network Mufon Witness Reporting Database, the incident occurred at 1:30 a.m. on June 3, 2018. Initially thought lights were dim stars or a star covered with clouds. The witness stated, realized the lights were too close to the ground. Lights pulsated and appeared to be outside of on a saucer-like flying object. The object appeared to affect the vehicle's electronics. My radio cut out and I was driving in the direction of the object and got closer. Made me fearful. Thankfully, I had to turn to get home, which took me away from where the object was hovering. I turned and did not look back. That's kind of scary to be driving somewhere and encounter a UFO somewhere high in the sky and then your radio starts shutting off. And that's kind of panic inducing. That's kind of, some terror stuff right there. It could be a terror movie. I wonder how many cases of that there are. Alright, Montana Air Base loses power as UFO hovers overhead. A Montana witness near Great Falls reported that a contact of the Maelstrom Air Force Base described a 10-minute power outage after a circular-shaped object over a half-acre in size hovered over the base, according to testimony case 89785 from the Mutual UFO Network. The event occurred on January 24, 2018. My base contact described the object only as black. The reported witness stated if contacted, Maelstrom Air Force Base will confirm the power outage but nothing more. Investigators are on their way. Last sighting was in May 2017. This source is reliable and confirmed as I am. The witness describes himself as a retired police detective, not given to exaggerations. The field report indicates the object was black in color with no structural features. The object size was larger than 300 feet. No exterior lights and no emissions. The object was hovering at least than 500 feet in altitude. The object was over 1 mile away from the witnesses, and no landing was observed. Mufon CIG investigator Maine Cisneros and Montana State Director John Gano closed this case as information only. Investigators contacted the Media Relations Department of Maelstrom and did not receive a reply. The power outage may have been limited to the launch site area and not the entire base. That is quite interesting that a UFO is spotted over a UFO base and the light goes out. And that's all they report. They don't report it being a UFO, they just report the light going out on the base. That's quite interesting. Alright, let's take a look at some UFO reports here. These are the last 20 UFO sightings. And basically we see bright light shape, an oval cigar, changing lights with speed. There wasn't a UFO, only my TV started making roaring sounds and completely stopped my TV. Chevron-shaped plane-type object with a light on front V-point, flying low and slow. Photo shows it was only a glow or energy spiral shape. I took a link to that one and decided to look at the picture. Here is the energy spiral shape that they took a picture of. It's just like a golden disc, kind of swirly pattern in the middle. Quite interesting photo of this UFO. Sometimes it just look like energy spheres or just like a ball of energy or light. Alright, let's take a look at this. This is one of the videos from this report page. This is the one that says, assumed there was an object but saw no object, just a soft bluish hue light from flying on a path. Here you see, I think it was right around here. Let me repeat the video. Here, underneath the power lights, there's two lights flashing there. And then it goes onto the rest of the cars passing by. You see two lights under here, but there's also glare from the phone. But they're here underneath the street light is where I think they're trying to focus their video on. I'm gonna play one more time. Right here underneath the power lights, you see the two lights flashing. Alright, that's an interesting catch from this user. Happened this year, this month. Alright, one ball of light spreading out for about 6 and then happening twice. That's another video. Let's take a look and see one of the videos that happened to download, because you can go into Mufon and download videos if you feel like, just to see what these people captured and saw. Here you see a light in the sky. Just one light in the distance. And that's mostly what the video captures. But it's something interesting if you guys ever felt like going to the Mufon UFO network and downloading your own reports and seeing pictures and these videos that these people decide to report on. Alright, let's take a look also at some UFO videos. Here we have Disclosure Screen, the Grimreefar, who has this video from Mexico. This video is interesting because it was posted on Instagram, I believe, and it was live on Instagram, and thousands of people saw it. So let's take a look at this. Happened on October the 28th. Happened in Mexico, and it kind of looks like streetlights, but they're actually not streetlights. They're actually UFOs hovering in the haze around 4 a.m. in Mexico. Published October 28 in 2018. It's Rosarito, apparently. Rosarito, Mexico. There you see the UFO, like a circular ring, just hovering above in the cloud haze. There's like 3 or 4 of them, and that's one of the most interesting videos that I found in this past month, because the capture is live. It's a live UFO video. Thousands of people saw it, and the guy was just reporting on it, sitting in the haze in the middle of the night, around 4 a.m. So that's pretty scary and spooky to encounter 4 UFOs, but I'm glad that he took the time and decided to capture it on video. Alright, so I'm going to put a link in the description for this channel so you can see the video for yourself and check it out. Alright, this next one is, of course, one of the best channels out there for UFOs, Secure Team 10 with Tyler. This one's basically about silent triangles are back. Silent triangles. Let's take a look at this.
To document, if I can.
TR3B, Black Manta, the triangle UFOs. They said it could be government UFOs, anti-gravity craft built by the government, but I don't know if they're actually government craft or if they are real UFOs. You know, that's one of the mysteries out there. Is the government really this advanced that they do have a secret space force and we have no idea about it, because trillions of dollars are unaccounted for in our government because they don't report. They go into black projects, and nobody knows really what the government does with this money. There's many jokes saying, it's a golden toilet. The government spends it on golden toilets and things like this, but I really believe that it's spent in black projects and projects that we have no clue about that they could be doing amazing things with. They could have so much advanced technology, even these types of UFOs. I'm going to leave the link for Tyler's channel, Secure Team 10, one of the best channels out there for UFOs. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I'm going to be making more UFO videos and possibly another Bigfoot video. I'm going to scrounge the internet, see if there's more UFO and Bigfoot sightings, and keep you updated. Keep things interesting, Have some interesting videos to see what we discover on our journey. Alright guys, hit like, subscribe, and see you next time. God bless.